Hey guys, so I'm going to be presenting my musical pitch, which is Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella Enchanted Edition. So this musical fits all of the criteria. It is meant for junior productions or high school or college shows, so there is a large cast with an ensemble. The lead in the show, Cinderella, is female, and it also features other female roles like the stepmother, the stepsisters, and the godmother. There are no extremely difficult male singing roles, and it is not a dance-based musical, but it does have a little bit of dance in the ballroom scene. It requires no special technical requirements, and it is school appropriate. The rights are also currently available to do the show. The major characters for the show are Cinderella, who lives with her stepmother and her two stepsisters after her father passed away. She spends most of her time cleaning and cooking around the house because that is what her stepmother tells her to do. More than anything, she wants to go to the ball. Next, we have her fairy godmother who comes in around the climax of the story where she grants Cinderella's wish and changes her scrubs into a beautiful ball gown where she's allowed to go to the dance. Next, we have her stepmother, who is the villain of the show, and she basically bosses around Cinderella ever since her father dies, and yeah. Then we have Grace and Joy. Grace is her awkward stepsister. Joy is her sullen stepsister. And then we have Christopher, a charming young prince. And then the next ones are more of featured roles, like Lionel, his royal steward, the Queen and King, his mother and father, Charles, a cat who will become a coachman, four white mice who will become horses, a dove who will become a footman, and then we have the ensemble like villagers, merchants, maidens, and palace guests. And then we have the basic plot line for the show. The main character, Cinderella, is a maiden who lives with her stepmother and two stepsisters after her father passed away, and this became really her only family. The setting, the story takes place in a fictional kingdom long ago. The time period is around the 15th or 16th century, around Elizabethan or medieval times. The initial situation is where the king announces that he is having a ball, and the inciting incident is where Cinderella wants to go to the ball, but her stepmother won't let her go. The rising action is that she helps her sisters get ready for the night and to go to the ball. And the climax is where she is visited by her fairy godmother. She transforms Cinderella from scrubs to a ball gown. Cinderella goes to the dance and meets the prince. And for the resolution, the prince ends up marrying Cinderella and they live happily ever after together. Why should Hamilton do this show? This show is a classic show. Everybody knows the story of Cinderella, and it is a crowd favorite. It appeals to all audiences, like your grandparents or parents or even little kids, because who doesn't like Disney princesses? This show has some fun and challenging characters like the stepsisters or the stepmother or even the godmother. It is a mix of singing and blocking or scenes, so it has also the acting part of it, and it's not just a sung-through musical. In the script, there are also solos and speaking lines for the ensemble, so they can also be featured as well in different songs or in different scenes. And overall, I just think it'd be a really fun show to do. So yeah, thank you guys so much for listening.